Alrighty. Hey y'all, hey, grand rising, good afternoon and good evening. Whatever time you click on this video is the right time for you. And I thank you in advance for your viewership and support. Y'all, goodness gracious. Bad baby is struck again. I don't know if Alabama needs to have her Calabasas friends or her hood friends call the ambulance or the ambulance. Either way, somebody got to come pick this girl up because at this point, Bad Baby's just dancing on this girl's proverbial career grave. So here it is. Travis Barker has now entered into the chat. He did a live the other day to get, Bad Baby to drop the feud. Because at this point, just like her mom, Shayna, he knows this is a fight that his daughter is not equipped for. That his daughter is cosplaying and she bit off more than she can chew. Her eyes were bigger than her stomach. Okay? So by this time, I'm pretty sure if you see the thumbnail, you know this is pertaining to Danielle Bregoli. Meet me outside, how about that? Better known to the rap world as Bad Baby. She dropped yet another diss, okay? And it's called OG Crashout. Now, Bama, you threatened this girl with having your people crash out, talking about how you was going, you ain't have to fight. You could, put some money on her head. You talked about her baby, and I'm paraphrasing because I'm not saying in the words she said it, but this is what got this to where we are today. Now, as a hip-hop head, I love it. Hip-hop's a sport. I feel like, I don't know if this is like the gentrification of hip-hop, because who expected, Calabasas to tap in? But hey, it is what it is. I mean, if you take the dynamic out from, hip-hop being a contribution from the black community to music, and you look at the energy between these two people, it just boils down to real and the fake. Who is the realest in this situation? Who's the most authentic? Because, people would argue that Bad Baby is not, authentic either. And then others will say, hey, even if you don't think she's authentic, she was way closer to the trenches than Alabama Barker. So, y'all, we're going to tap into the energy around Bad Baby versus Alabama Barker. The OG Crash Out versus the Crash Dummy. So, I don't even know what deck I want to use, because my Lord, Alabama, girl, how you get yourself into this? This is why when God blesses you to be wealthy with nothing else better to do in life but just go spend money and spin around and be great, this is why you should just go and enjoy shopping sprees and going to college and, or traveling the world, something that is actually going to help you. Because when this experience is over, you can put down this Bama phase and go back to Alabama. And this will all be over, right? But how can this all be over if Bad Baby just keeps running down on you? So let's see how you feel about Bad Baby hitting you one more time. Third diss track in a row. How does Alabama Barker feel about the OG Crashout song? Okay, interesting. So, okay. Oh, I didn't expect this many to jump out. Look, now this is a whole spread. Okay, she got a lot of feelings. Girl, you all over the place. Okay, so she's sorry now. Page of Cups, okay? She's sorry now. It's like I'm in too deep. It's like she doesn't know what to expect. The High Priestess. Because the High Priestess is someone who is so intuitive. They're tapped into, you know, different realms. So you never know what the High Priestess knows. The High Priestess can never tell you everything that the High Priestess can never tell you everything that she knows, because at any given time, you never know what she's tapped into. She's always evolving, and she's, you know, the highest conduit to God in earth form. So, look like she's sorry because she didn't realize that baby had bars. It's like, you know, starting a rap battle with somebody who turns out to be like the God MC. And how we get to that is, you got the Queen of Swords, which is the female master of communication, the wordsmith, the orator, a person who is not to be played with, because she'll cut you with her words. And here's Bama, like, man, I just want to put all this behind me. I want to leave all this toxicity behind me and move on. So she knows she can't compete where she can't compare. Yeah, she's trying to move on to other opportunities, things that are going to make her money. So it's that I can't beat them, join them. Excuse me. Oh, so you got the chariot here. Yeah, she want to get out of this as fast as possible. Yeah, she's in two minds about it, but she knows that, you know, this was her choice. She got herself off into this. So if the family keeps Bama quiet, which it doesn't look like she really wants to say much, no matter how you slice it, we may not hear from Alabama Barker again until she's about ready to drop another single or make some kind of social media appearance, which might not even be until Gemini season. So well off into the spring. Girl, she turned you into Milton mold. Oh, God. Yeah. And being that this Lovers here falls under the Page of Cups, it's like, you know, she's sorry for her choice. She knows that this is the karma for her own decision. She can't blame anybody else. And now she feels ostracized. The Hermit. So, yeah, this has affected her and her family dynamic far greater than she thought it was. Show me this High Priestess. What y'all got for the High Priestess? Put something on the High Priestess. What you got for the High Priestess? Yeah. So, High Priestess is someone that's well established. The Queen of Pentacles. In this deck, the Queen of Coins. She's someone that's well established. She's someone who, you know, is a confidant, like a mother figure. Someone who, you know, is like a mentor. And, you know, in the street sense, this could be like a female big homie, a OG. So she knows that, you know, Danielle has, at this point, y'all, we ain't even talking about baby anymore. She's talking about Danielle as the person. So it's like she knows that Danielle is wealthy. She's established in the street for real, and she's well connected. You never know who she knows as far as the who's who in the street. So, okay, got it. So it's like Bama's nervous because it's like I was just playing in the street and you actually out here, you know, like a truck driver. This is your job. You're on the highways all the time. So even though Bad Baby is out in, I believe she's in Calabasas as well. But even though Bad Baby is out in Calabasas as well, Bad Baby is still in the street. Like she's still slapping hands. She's still bending corners. She's not, you know, doing anything street, but she's cool with people that have street ties. She's cool with people that may be a little rough around the edges because of her early beginnings. So now this is concerning Alabama that, you know, this might go somewhere further than her reach can go, because I'm connected to people who, you know, can help me in my career to be an artist. You're connected to people that are really in the street, and you don't even have to be an artist. So they're approaching this from two totally different vantage points. Like Bad Baby, she can finance her career. Anytime she want to record something, she can record it, drop it. That money comes directly to her. She is an independent entity. She doesn't need a label or a label push because she can finance herself. Now, as far as what Alabama wants to do, for her to go mainstream, she would either have to have a big budget recording contract, which is going to be kind of hard for her to get because she hasn't really proven that her talent will sustain her for a label to give her a large budget. So that's not going to really be plausible. But she does come from, you know, rock royalty rather. And her father is a staple in hip hop and rock because, you know, the Stars and Straps, where he did the whole drumming thing, playing with hip hop artists. So she could kind of, you know, ride the wave of the family success. And Dad married into a very, you know, tied in social media famous family. So it was like all of this was supposed to help work to put her in the algorithm and get her trending. Like she was going to use her nepotism to trend through, you know, fame through association, if that makes sense. But it's like she got caught up in the character. Remember, this is a character from her. You know, she's not really in any position to really hang with people from the trenches, let alone say she's from the trenches. So she got caught up in this character, and excuse me, and Lord, my throat is getting scratched up. So this must be her realization, allegedly around now, that this ain't for show. This was all fun until it wasn't. This ain't for shows. Yeah. She got herself stuck, trapped in a situation. If this go too far, people can go to jail. 8 of Swords. Damn, Elma, you even the type that will stir all this confusion up, playing tough, playing gangster, playing street, and then you'll call the police too. So Danielle is going to have to be very careful with how she deals with Alabama, because Alabama, it feels like the energy around her is stating that she would try to make Danielle crash out. You know, I'll put you in a position to come for me and then call the police. And aha, I'm still out here. That's what you get for being a ratchet. But you forgot you were playing a ratchet yourself until everything got too real. So even, the song OG Crashout, it makes more sense when Danielle has that line where she says, I'm not tripping, I see your foot out. So pretty much I peep game. I know what you're trying to do. I know you're trying to get me caught up. You could never get me caught up because I peep game. So Danielle realizes that Alabama needs her to crash out for Alabama to win. But here's the problem. Alabama doesn't understand how crash out works in the street. Like, she's seen stories on TV, she's heard stories in the media, but she never experienced what crash outs are like in the streets. I don't understand why people can't just be, comfortable with being blessed to not struggle. It's really not a badge of honor to be struggling. I mean, the only thing that comes out of poverty is it builds character if you want something better. But that's the thing, you have to want something better. And most people are fighting to get out of poverty. So the line that Bad Baby hit her with when she said, how you born rich but you acting ratchet, you going out backwards. And it's like, it's finally sinking in to Alabama. What she thought was cute, what she thought was fun, it's becoming a reality to her now that what she was doing was cosplay because it got too real. It got to the point where she's not built like that. And wow, give me the Queen of Swords. Put something on the Queen of Swords. Yeah. So even though Danielle has went literally balls deep on Alabama, like at this point, it feels like the point of no return. There's still so much that has not been said. Remember, you got the High Priestess and the Queen of Coins. She already rich, so she ain't worried about being blacklisted. She's not Hollywood money, okay? If we're going to be honest, it's the tech community that allows us to see, Bad Baby, meet me outside. It has nothing to do with Hollywood. It just so happens that, one hand shakes the other. So she's right. There's so much more that Bad Baby hasn't said yet. So for what we've heard, Lord have mercy, it feels like Bad Baby could drop a whole album on you if you really, excuse me, there go my throat again. Yeah, she don't know how much she got under her belt. She has no idea how much artillery Bad Baby has. And it's like, I know I can't come back from this, and she won't stop. And she just keeps coming and coming and coming and coming and make her stop, make her stop. So it's like she's going back to, this is crazy. So you throw the rock and hide your hand, and then you go back into like a childlike regression. So when things become rough, she goes back to her safe place, her parents, her family, help me, get me out of this type situation. And this is how these boats keep coming, this Six of Swords. This is the problem. They created a monster because Alabama has never had to have, there's that word again. Shout out to membership. She's never had to take accountability. Someone's always saved her. Somebody's always come to her rescue and helped her get out of these sticky situations. She's never had to use her brain power to get out of situations. All she needed was sympathy and sorrow from somebody else. And it feels like she did this more with her father growing up. Show me why she plays on her father more than anybody else, allegedly. Yeah, I didn't even look at the bottom of the deck, and here it is. I was channeling that. The Emperor. The Emperor is the father of the deck. Show me why she plays on her father more than anybody else. Okay, so here it is. Well, I tell you what, her father is done with this situation. You got the world is what came out. He's after this, it's like, I'm not saving you anymore. I'm not saving you anymore. This is getting too far out of hand. You started this. Now look at this. You got the whole family into some, excuse my language, but bullshit. And now it's like the authorities can get involved. Like, and at this point, the authorities are like the adults, the parents, the elders. So this is where her dad and Mrs. I think she's, I don't know, Miss Bergoli, her mother. This is where her and Miss Bergoli and Travis have the exchange. They were going back and forth. And then Bad Baby Mama, oh my God, y'all. Bad Baby Mama was tagging Alabama Barker's mom. I mean, dragging. Because Alabama Barker spoke on her grandbaby, which was Danielle Bergoli, better known as Bad Baby's child. And she said, now that you mentioned my grandbaby, I'm involved because I'm jumping in for my grandbaby. So y'all got grandparents, parents, all the OGs, half of Calabasas, all having secret meetings to put this out before the Cash Me Outside crew actually gets active. Y'all, they got Calabasas jumping. This is hilarious. So her father wants her to move forward as soon as possible. Drop this as soon as possible, because you got the Wheel of Fortune on the other side of this, which means there's a lot of money riding on this, and this could affect the total family fortune. Tell me about the total family fortune, because let's remember, he's not a socialite, even though he's a celebrity, if that makes sense. We know him from a famous band, Blink 182. Shout out to Bad Baby for that line. For the OG Crashout, pull up with the drum. If I blink 182 shots, oh my gosh. That girl pen is sick. So, yeah, he was a celebrity, but he was low key. He was, these cool people, just laid back for a rocker. He, whatever the partying was, it's like he never had issues with anybody. He was always considered cool people, in any, circle that he was in, whether he was around the hip hop community, the rock community, he always gave the energy of being very chill. So this is the first time he's even had to think about this type of energy in his career, because we've never seen him involved in drama, period. And then it's because of his daughter, and he's got to come to his daughter's rescue. But it's not really just because of his daughter. This is affecting the Kardashian brand now, and this is where he's having problems with his wife, because this affects her family. Yeah. So what was supposed to, gain attention for Alabama to help bring notoriety and money in for her career ended up shining a very, very huge light on things that her family didn't want, put in a derogatory light. So this is definitely affecting the overall branding for the family. And this is why they said, absolutely not. You will not lower our approval rating. You will not, have us looking low class. So why is the family so quick to say that this has to end? Because you would think her father is a musician and he worked hand in hand with a lot of hip hop artists, even gave drum lessons to Rihanna. So, he's, excuse me, so he's immersed in the culture. He's not a stick in the mud. Why isn't he telling his daughter to get back in the booth? Okay. Like I said, they don't know how much information Bad Baby has. She's very resourceful. She has money. Somebody like this can be dangerous because they can get any kind of information out of anybody for the right price. So this is why the Kardashians are like, this has to stop, because they have no control over blocking Bad Baby's music from coming out. They have no way of, calling someone influential to pull the plug or, tie something up for them in paperwork, or to contact the platform and, kind of have stuff blackballed behind the scenes. They can't do that with her because she's self-made. She's independent. So she can just go to her own app, after she's after she does her music, upload it herself and put it out there. So how do you stop somebody from taking something from their own laptop or desktop and just click and send? You can't. It's no way to know how many songs could, come out between now and the summer. And with each set of songs, you get a different set of accusations, and it looks like they're not just rumors. So they're calling a truce. They want balance through a new beginning. And that new beginning means this has to end. This has to stop. We need you to go back to being privileged and stop tripping. So let me clear the table. And we're going to tap in on Bad Baby side. Because Alabama, baby, I know you got people on the internet telling you get up. I'm going to advise you, when you're being mauled by a bear, shrink down so you look as docile as possible and do not move, because any sign of movement could be taken as the slightest microaggression, and it'll get you mollywopped again. Ooh, baby, baby, baby. So let's go ahead and tap into Miss Bad Baby, the OG Crashout. And, for people of my generation, we remember Bad Baby as a Crashout because that's the way she was introduced to the media. This is the little ratchet white girl who comes on Dr. Phil for fighting her mama at 13 years old and ends up threatening people in the audience, which I don't think most of the people in the audience took her serious. But still, you know, this is the way she was introduced to the world. And then, you know, the internet was interneting and did what it does. And they took the soundbite from Dr. Phil that "Cash Me Outside, how about that?" and turned it into a sample, dropped it on the track, and she went viral. And then it turned into a rap career. So it's kind of interesting how life works, because I don't think she planned any of this. It kind of all fell in her lap. But because she had natural talent, she was able to take it way further than most. So now that we got the backstory on Bhad Bhabie, show me the energy around Bhad Bhabie and where she plans to go after she's done OG Crashout. Is this lopsided beef over? Or is it going to keep going from here? Queen of Swords. Now, see, she's showing herself as the Queen of Swords in both decks. So the Queen of Swords, like I said, the orator, a person who is very eloquent with their words, very intelligent, a person that's very brainy, so to speak. So it's like, I was born for this. This is who I am. I was made for this. This is my mission, to be known for my excellence with words. So we're going to take the wordsmith and slide them over. Yeah. Yeah, she's like, I'm going to bury you with my words. So, you know, those who understand the spirit realm understand that words are very powerful. And then when you charge them with intention, intention is what makes things possible, because you push things into fruition with the intention that you place upon it. So it was her intention, but it was also her calling to be a person that was going to be known for her words. So let's say, you know, Danielle actually didn't play around in the streets and went to college. She may have become someone that's like a public speaker, like a keynote speaker, someone in that capacity, even worked in legislation, not in the police sense, but I would say more like legislation. Okay, more like a politician. And she still politics with people in the street, so that makes sense. So either way you slice it, she would have been in similar energy, even if she wasn't Banji. It's her calling to master words and wordplay, and to be really good with how she communicates. She's supposed to be a speaker. So, Lord, it was her intention to use her words to make sure that she ended this. And also, you know, you mess with what she figures is her Four of Wands. Like, this is her family. This is her stability. You know, as far as she's concerned, this is her husband or her fiance. No, that's not the right word. Excuse me. Take that back. Her husband or her, her fiance. That means something, because it felt like I wasn't supposed to say that, and then I had to correct myself, and I still had to say it. So it's like she's questioned if she was going to marry LV. Like, she sees herself marrying him, but it's like she questions if she's going to marry him. So it's like, even though she loves him, the energy that I'm getting off of this is that the energy she has for Alabama, even though how they got into it was through LV and Alabama hooking up. It's like it became independent of LV once Alabama mentioned her baby and made inferences and on putting money on her head. So it's like it's no longer about him. You took it too far. Yeah. So it was like she was gonna, put her foot on her neck lyrically and then be done with it and move on towards victory. So no matter what, she figured she was gonna move on with her man regardless, because this is her soulmate. So so either way it goes, if she leaves him behind and goes with somebody else, there's somebody that could be better suited for her. But she, as far as Alabama is concerned, it's like that baby is not going to let Alabama be the determination for her leaving LV, because this is her child's father. This is not just her, ex-boyfriend. This is her baby daddy. So it's like, no matter what, I still have to deal with him when this is over. So y'all give me a second, because in my head I'm still dissecting some of her lyrics. When she was saying, she had a line in the song, she said, if I'm a crash out, I'm a crash out with somebody I share the same DNA. Now this makes sense, because when she said with somebody I share the same DNA with, that pretty much, if I'm gonna be a crash out, I'm a crash out with him. You don't matter. You're not a part of the family unit. I don't have a family with you. We don't share blood. Me and him got a child together. So I'm not gonna throw everything away that I have, that I've earned for you. Okay. So coming in with a message, Knight of Swords is definitely a messenger that comes in with the message very swiftly. So it was like, as soon as she got the message about what Alabama said, it's like, oh, I'm fully invested. So it feels like after Miss Whitman, so it's kind of, I'm trying to catch the timeline. It's like, it's murky. It's like Miss Whitman was supposed to be the last installment. It feels like that was Danielle's plan. Miss Whitman was supposed to be the last installment. But then a message came in swiftly, because she felt like she wrapped you up with a bow with the Miss Whitman son. It was like, you ain't coming back from that no way, so I can go ahead and move on. And then here it is. A message comes in out of nowhere, and she like, wait a minute. She said, what? So it's like, I already put you in the coffin. You're in the dirt already. I ain't got to go no further. So I'm going to move on, leave this alone. But then you start popping. You start popping your mouth. And this is where the messages come in about what she said about her child. And this is what brought us where we are here. Felt like that felt longer than it had to be explained. My apologies, y'all. I had to figure out where the timeline was. Was it before or after the Miss Whitman song? So my spirit guides are saying the plan was before she did Miss Whitman, that this was going to be the last song, because it's like, I'm going to hit her with the kill shot, because the gag is, I got your family. I got Kanye. Even if he's not in the family anymore, he'll always be in the family because he has children in the family. So I got your family to co-sign my song. And I drug you all across that song. So she felt like, there was no coming back after Miss Whitman. Okay, so tell me more about this message that eventually told Danielle it's time to come back outside. Okay. So you got the Three of Wands. This is somebody who's just sitting here waiting for the opportunity. So when you came back in, you know, with whatever the rebuttal is, because this feels like this wasn't something just from the music. This was something that was told to Danielle. Notice I, you know, use their actual names when it's their real life. So it's like something was actually told to her. Like somebody came in swiftly and put her up on game on something. And she's like, okay, I'm going to take this and turn this into an opportunity. So every time I drag you, I'm going to make money off of it. Three of Wands. Yeah, I'm going to make money off of it. Four of Coins. And not only am I make money on it, I'm going to drag you so hard that I'm going to be the only one to make money off of our beef. Ooh, wait. Yeah, Queen of Wands. So, remember what I told y'all when I was in Alabama's cards? I'll make sure y'all can see this because I got a different setup now. You see this Queen of Wands? So, Queen of Wands is the hustler, the go-getter. She has like a sex appeal or someone who is very, very attractive. This is this person that could use their looks to also make money. Does that sound familiar? So here it is. You know, her as the hustler, the go-getter. And, you know, the wands are, you know, quick with it. They're fast, you know, to get to point A to point B. So she can go from 0 to 100 real quick if you make her. And as soon as she does, this is Alabama. This is a whole nother deck. It's like I feel betrayed. So now most people look at the Queen of Wands as a whore. The Queen of Wands is only a whore if she's in reverse, because that means she's misusing her feminine energy through sexuality. She's abusing it. In the upright, she is someone that is, you know, either favorably known throughout the community, very popular, or someone that's highly sought after or attractive, or all of the above. So in this war, Bad Baby is definitely the Queen of Wands. She's the one to watch. And Alabama feels like Bad Baby stole her glory. Like this was supposed to be her moment. She was supposed to pop out and pretty much, you know, jump in the game. Like, I don't know how she thought this was going to work, but it's like she was supposed to just jump out here and she was supposed to be like, I guess, like in that rap girl lane. So whoever the girls that she look up to, like, you know, if she sees herself in Lotto, if she sees herself in Lakia, if she sees herself in, I don't know, like that whole Southern rap female, you know, genre. It's like she wants to compete at the top of that level. But it's like you can't walk in from the penthouse and take over the street. Hip-hop is street. You got to earn your stripes. Just hanging out with people who actually live there is not going to help you earn your stripes. If you can rap, you can rap. You got to put in the work. Boy, rap is doing a lot this year and last year, showing us entitlement versus talent. Yeah. So you got the Lovers here. And, you know, when it comes down to it, Alabama, it's like Bad Baby followed her intuition. She knew that, you know, there was something up with LV, and Bad Baby is like her, almost like a spidey sense went off. So her intuition told her long before she actually confirmed that there was something between them. Why was her intuition sparked? What were the signs? What is this? Oh, so we got the Two of Pentacles to the Empress. He may have allegedly juggled Danielle while she was pregnant. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The card of being very sneaky and calculated. I would hope he didn't. That's messed up. Because, I mean, this young lady has been through a lot. Like, she had to fight leukemia, finally beat cancer, you know, had a baby, all within like a year and a half. Like, that's a lot of wear and tear on the body. Pregnancy is a lot on the body. And that in itself takes up to a year and a half for a woman's body to bounce back. So imagine all that trauma to her health. Him out here, you know, cheating, even with her having a small child. Like, you know, she's still in the space of postpartum. So she's dealing, you know, she was dealing with a lot at that time, but it's like she's coming out of a lot. So it's like, for Bad Baby, it's nothing for her to go scorch the earth, because it's like, I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm actually regaining all the pieces of my life. Like, y'all see that I got this money, but y'all don't understand the money can't fix, you know, the things that are broken in my life. So now it's like she's trying to put the things that are broken in her life back together. And it's making her understand what she wants and needs to prioritize, because she has a business mind. So she is a smart young woman. She's always thinking of her next move, her next hustle. Like, as far as, you know, if I should open a company, if I should diversify my income. So I don't see her going broke. At least not yet, no. Let me see. Ace of Wands. Oh, that's what it is. Like I said, she don't go, right? So this is how she, you know, is deciding to fight back. Ace of Wands under the Queen of Swords. Like, you know, every time you come at me, I'm coming back. I'm on go. Like I said, the Queen of Swords, the orator, the master of words. My words are my weapon. And this is how I'm going to get justice. So you can call the police, but I'm going to drag you in front of all the people you fronting in front of. Ain't no police you can call for that. I'm going to whoop you in a way that you can't get no help. The only thing you can do is jump back in the ring. And remember, you asked for this. Yeah. Temperance. Balance through a new beginning. See, this is like the circle of life right here. You got death with temperance. I'm going to bury you, and that's how I'm going to get balance through a new beginning. And then I'm going to just keep going. Remember, I had just said earlier that she planned on leaving this alone after the Miss Whitman song. That was the whole point and purpose of her going that hard in that song, because that was supposed to be it. Yeah, she was like, I'm the one that moved away from you. I'm the one that left you alone. I'm the one that ended the friendship because you betrayed me. You backdoored me. Seven of Swords. And this is the type of betrayal I can never forgive. Like, even if I don't deal with him ever again, that's my baby daddy, but I have no ties to you, so I don't have to ever see you again. Yeah. So you got the Magician. So it feels like somehow, some way, this is Danielle's way of turning her pain into profit, because the Magician under the Knight of Swords is manifesting through using your words. But also, Danielle has to be careful, because it looks like the, family clan over there that Alabama has married into may try to get you to say something that they can use against you. Like if she disses her and something in this song, I mean, it could be something really, 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 really small. But if that one thing turns out to be non-factual, don't be surprised if somebody tries to, sue for defamation. And this is their way of getting profit out of Alabama's pain and the family's humiliation. So I would tell Bad Baby to be very careful to make sure you keep the cap out the wraps, because they will try to take your fortune by suing you for defamation of character, which is saying a lot, because for all the things that you have already said, and they can't sue for one of those. Alabama, you need to clean it up. Big time. Big time. But, yeah, it's like Alabama is like, she didn't think anything of it, because this is someone who's entitled. She does this. She's spoiled. Spoiled and entitled people are selfish. They never think about other people. Now, here it is, Bad Baby, going through what she's going through. You brought her public humiliation, scrutiny, embarrassment, shame, regret, at the worst time in her life, because she's already fighting to, rebuild her health, trying to stay healthy so she can be a good mother. It looks like the relationship is rocky from time to time anyway between her and LV. So she had enough on her plate before this. And you actually lit a match under her and gave her something to inspire her, something to, that would boost her energy. Yeah. You got the Strength card falling under the Three of Wands. And yeah, this turned into a very, very lucrative opportunity for Bad Baby, because this, brought more interest to her. So, if you think about how the algorithm works in trending, the longer they talk about her dragging Alabama, the more money she makes. And that's where these ships are coming in here. And then you think about all the different entities in which she's invested in. All of those get a boost. They all make money. All the way back to how she became wealthy in the first place, OnlyFans. So I wouldn't be surprised if this, put a major spark to her OnlyFans and drives it up even more. Yeah. So here it is. This should be the end of it if Alabama just stays quiet. So, like I said earlier, Alabama, quit listening to this horrible advice on the internet talking about Alabama get up. No, you do not. Stay down. Matter of fact, practice laying face down on the floor. Not even a plank. Just put your nose to the floor. Lay on your face. That way your lips will not get in the way of any more success in your future. Because you have wrote all types of checks with your mouth that your ass can't cash. And the only thing that can help you at this point is to just bow out however you can. Because I don't know if you can do it gracefully. Look at the bottom of the deck, y'all. Hold on. For those of you that are new to me, I read as I shuffle. So, yeah. Leave the chaotic situation in the past. Hold on, there we go. Six of Swords. Leave the chaotic situation in the past and move on. Let this be the end of it. If you don't respond to Bad Baby, it's over. And you got the High Priestess here up under that Six of Swords. That reiterates that the Barker and Kardashian clan need this to be vanquished as soon as possible, because there's a lot more that can be said that hasn't been said yet, and they don't know how to, tone police or quiet Bad Baby, because she's independent, she's self-made. You can't blacklist a person that's self-made. Lord have mercy. Is Bad Baby operating in the energy of Cat Williams this year? Goodness, goodness, goodness. I mean, think about it. He's self-made. He invests 100% in his own, shows. He's not sponsored by anybody. He's self-sponsored. So it's like, how can you cancel somebody who is powered by their own, blood, sweat, and tears? It's her own hustle that got her where she is. So it's crazy. I mean, the entitlement of it all. You start a rap battle when you were wrong in the first place because you went behind somebody who was supposed to be your friend and hooked up what they do. Yes, dude is trash for doing it. He shouldn't have been messing with anybody at all for multiple reasons. Not just because it's morally not right, but, for health reasons. If you're still sleeping with her and she has a compromised immune system due to her trying to heal and fight cancer, the last thing that she needs to be exposed to is germs. So it's so many reasons why this shouldn't have been happening on his end. But it takes a special type of cold-hearted tramp to make friends with a woman just to get next to the guy that woman is involved with. How do you practice holding your face straight, knowing that you're lying the whole time you're talking to somebody? You fake the whole friendship just to get next to her man and smash her man, and then now you don't have friends in this realm, and now you don't have friends in this circle, and you don't have friends in this circle. And eventually, you get older and you're going to want those foundational relationships, but you're not going to have them because you have a reputation for, laying up with all your friends' men. But, she's young, she's spoiled, she's entitled. So that's not important to her yet. She's not even in the real world yet. She's 18, still living off of family money, living very well off of family money. Oh, matter of fact, no, she's 19. She don't matter. Still, still a teenager. She's still young. So you've built a reputation for yourself that has preceded you. Hopefully it's not as bad as what Bad Baby is saying. Because if that is, especially with the way that music is going right now, where artists really don't make as much as they used to due to how everything got converted into the digital age. That's very embarrassing because you were born wealthy. So why would you go out like a groupie? You know, groupies are disadvantaged. They do things so that they can get in places so that they can try to finagle opportunities. You were born into the opportunity. So it's like, why are you a scavenger? I don't know. But I feel like when it's all said and done, both of the girls can do better than LV. LV, at the end of the day, ain't leaving his chick for a bad baby. For Alabama Barker, because Alabama made herself too accessible. And she doesn't have control of her own money. So why would he leave his wealthy girlfriend, who's also his baby mama, for a chick that got to go to her daddy for the both of y'all? I mean, it's just a little off with the logic, you know, that anybody would think that LV would walk away from Bad Baby as long as he's still benefiting from that relationship for someone that can't give him what he already gets with her. So I'm going to wrap it up here. But girl, Alabama. Sweetheart, go ahead and finish your Miley Cyrus bangers phase and go back to country music. There's a lot of money over there, and country music is about to become the #1 music around the world outside. It probably will go back and forth with K-pop if they can get the right push on it. It's still in the top 3 for, you know, world music when it comes to the numbers. Because this hip-hop and this street stuff is just not for you. I mean, I never thought I would see a female version of what looks like Malibu's Most Wanted. In real time, I promise y'all. But I'm going to end it here. Everybody have a wonderful day. And I will talk to y'all soon. Thank you for sticking with me to the end, y'all. I had no idea that this one would be this long. I thought it would be cut and dry. But apparently it's not, because there's so many people behind the scenes that are involved in this. But bottom line, when it's all said and done, it's over if Alabama just stays quiet. We'll just have to tune in and watch and see. Bye, y'all. See you next time. This reading is adjourned.